He doesn't kill Vegeta so he can fight him again one day. He spares Frieza and nearly gets his friends killed when the tyrant comes to Earth. He toys with Majin Buu and wastes his limited time on Earth. The first is an example of Goku ignoring other perspectives, while the other two are Goku not even considering them. Okay, so that part, I realize I misremembered it a bit. Goku was stalling for time so Trunks could get the Dragon Radar, and he also didn't want to finish off Majin Buu because he was a dead guy. He wanted to give it to the people who were living, let them finish the job. In saying that though, he could have done something to handicap Majin Buu because obviously Gotenks does not get the job done. Buu ends up wreaking havoc and Goku has to come back to save the day anyway. Then there's this interesting part in the fight where they're playing Kamehameha volleyball and Buu just blows this massive section of land up and Goku does nothing really to try to deflect it, try to block it, try to perhaps knock it away from the planet. The blast sends shockwaves throughout the entire planet so strong that they can even feel it in the Kai's world. He gets caught up in the heat of battle. He enjoys fighting Majin Buu so much that he doesn't consider what consequences his actions might have. And I know you could say, oh, they'll just fix it with the Dragon Balls, but what about the part where Majin Vegeta just blows up a massive section of the crowd at the martial arts tournament? You know, Goku's not happy about that, having people just die. Maybe this was just a massive wasteland, but still, that's pretty significant damage. Sorry for the side rant, this video is like 6 months old and I just noticed this little flaw, so let's get back to the actual script. Sorry for the side tangent, I just happened to notice that while I was in the middle of editing this 6-month-old video. So let's get back to it. Sorry for this little tangent, I just happened to notice it and no. When he goes against the plane, I think it's fascinating to watch Toriyama's funny little adventure. Jesus. I especially loved the first part of his analysis of the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. Gotta get it right, there's 3 different Budokai arcs. Lance captures this aspect of the production. The only thing I found interesting about him was his attitude towards death. Can I even words? Granted, if something is illogical from a narrative standpoint, or if that decision contradicts how the character is meant to do, people make rack? If I had to pick one aspect of I did it, I made my mistake. Tsukigakure. Yo everybody, it's Tsukigakure we're talking about today, fuck's sake. Akane and oh man. And Tsukigakure could have done this as a simple blip here. Such a remark would have been redundant in this case, because we can clearly see Kotaro's disappointment in his reaction alone. Ran out of air. But you can tell he's redundant when he doesn't look at her or display any sign of pride. But you can tell he's reluctant when he doesn't look at her or display any side of pride. Sign. I suppose it's no surprise that an anime original series would capitalize on the audiovisual unity of... That's right, I knew this was going to be a tricky sentence. If you haven't already gotten aboard the hype train for Tsukigakure... I did it again! It's not Tsukigakure. There's no Suki. What the Because it's the Akatsuki. Naruto versus the Akatsuki. Jesus. It's no secret that I have a deep passion for the shonen The duo isn't a carbon copy of its predecessor. It's a reimagining of the concept. Jesus, that's terrible delivery. I don't want to know how it happens. I don't want to know why. Side note, I was spoiled on Kamina's death too. Talk about a parallel, am I right? This isn't a black and white distinction though, as it isn't uncommon for these categories to blend. I'm not exactly in a position to make broad claims. Plenty of these abilities seem ridiculously overpowered. Like the way Todoroki's half and half cancels out the potential weakness of hypothermia or overheating. I didn't breathe. In Stain's case, his power would be lethal if it weren't for its 8-limit time limit. 8-limit? What fuck? This man strong-armed a woman into marriage for the sake of producing an incredible quirk and objectified his offspring based on an arbitrary strength value. I fucking throat. The narrative uses these questions to explore things like, in the big picture, Boruto is too harsh on Naruto. And because fans of the franchise experienced Naruto's journey and the hardships he went through to become Hokage, I should have taken a breath. Boruto wasn't there for the Shinobi War, or Konoha's People expect. The beauty of this love pentagram is that each character is vital to the plot. Yet no individual The pacing drags and makes those 10 minutes, and they all have their own misinterpretations of the situation that play into their own